Hello and welcome. This is ASMR Tycoon, and today I'm going to be playing Rollercoaster Tycoon. Alright, now before we start, for those questioning why didn't I release my Sims Zombie Fortress 3 out of 3 video, unfortunately my computer crashed and I had to replace the hard drive. I do have the original hard drive and I am still attempting to perform data recovery, but at this time it looks like I may have to create the same place from scratch and then give you your third video. So, without any more hesitation, let's play Rollercoaster Tycoon 2, complete with Corkscrew Follies expansion pack and Loopy Landscapes expansion pack. Alright, well, I guess we should go ahead and pick one. We got the Rollercoaster Tycoon Originals, Corkscrew Follies, and Loopy Landscapes. Let's go with the original. Alright. Now we have our music going. We can look at our goal. To have at least 250 guests in your park at the end of October, year 1, with a park rating of at least 600. Admission, we'll keep that free. Alright, let me get used to the controls again. Alright, all 4 controls memorized. Now let's see, what do we want? Let's look at the space we've been given. Alright, well that's not a particularly large space, but we can still do plenty with it. So, we'll go ahead and make a main footpath. And I should note that you can't make double footpaths like this because they will get lost. If I'm not mistaken, this was not corrected until the 3rd game. It might be this one though. So, eh. Oh, cobblestone. I think I might want to do a cobblestone path. Yeah. Alright, well it looks like we're going to be doing a cobblestone path. Oh, and it removes those. Well, darn. Well, we don't have enough money to spend on redoing all that, so let's go ahead and add a few rides. We'll put a carousel. Actually, that'll be our transition right there, the carousel. Alright, we'll just put we'll put the entrance on this side. And we'll put the exit right here. Alright, and then we're going to build another relatively gentle ride. And we can put this one right here. Alrighty. And now we're probably going to need a nice fast ride. So we'll put a scrambler back here in the corner. There we go. And we'll put the queue line there. Alright, we'll put another ship right here. It seems I made a mistake in that one. I thought you was able to put it the end caps right here. It seems you're only able to put it right here. Again, it's been a while since I've played this. Alright. Okay, let's move this tree so we can actually have a queue here too. Alright, now see, this is what I was talking about. Now the way we correct this is that we simply put a queue line which isn't able to have any others beside it linked to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this one, this path, replace that path, and then do that. So now you can see it's divided up. Now we have this nice little space in here to provide restrooms, since these are thrill rides. And no, I'm not going to be using the put the restrooms at the back and set the ticket price up to extraordinary amounts. That's just unfair. Alright, and then we're going to put some burger bars, a cola stand, and a cannabis cotton candy stall. Alrighty. Now, as you see, I'm kind of a fan of actually naming my rides, and a lot of them I'm bringing names in from my local amusement parks. Although I always name the slides Helter Skelter after the Beatles. Alright, it seems that we have... Oh, no, we don't have that named. Alrighty. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to put up a few fountains, because it looks nice. Alrighty. Now we don't want people eating immediately in front of these, so we'll put trash cans here. We'll also put a trash can near the exits. And then we'll put our lights here. Alrighty. And I'll just go ahead and replace all those. Oh, it's going to start raining soon. Alright, well, let's go ahead and set our research to maximum funding. We're good with roller coasters, so we're just going to do thrill rides and general rides at first. Alright, now we'll start an advertising campaign for the park. Just an opening campaign, that'll last 2 weeks. And we'll also offer free entry to the park for the first 2 weeks. Now, as we have started the campaigns, it would be advisable that I go ahead and hurry up and open the park. So let me go ahead and get one more thing built. Actually, what I'm going to do is I want to make a haunted house. Alright, now what I'm doing here is I'm just changing this so that it better matches the haunted housiness. And we'll put up some nice fencing and everything too. Alright, there we go. Now, since I'm fiddling around with this, I'm going to go ahead and open the park. Alright, now we're going to place our haunted house here. And we'll place our entrance right. Place our entrance around back. And we'll place the exit right here. And let's see if we can find some nice and spooky colors. I don't really see many, so we'll go with, I guess we'll just go with the wooden style. Or the plain style, I guess. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a queue line. And need to get in a better orientation for that. And eventually we'll have research done so that we have a better selection of scenery. And once we have a better selection of scenery, we'll be able to fill this with graves. What should we name this? Murder Manor. Alright, well, let's go ahead and open everything up. Ah, yes. Let's see if we can have some music playing. There we go. There's some nice horror style music. And I'll go ahead and build the monorail. And this will allow me to have guests come in and out without walking all the way from one end of the park to the other. Alright, well, if you can figure out what I'm doing, I'm creating an elevated station for my monorails to run down. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and back that off just a little because we don't really need that. that's what we could do. We're just going to have a nice elevated monorail to multiple points of the park. Let's see how many stations long it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we're not going to let that be because I don't like odd numbers. So we're going to make it 8 platforms long. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Now we're going to have one that kind of goes to the back of the park for those people that want to see a little bit of scenery. And we'll have this, oh no, it seems we ran out of money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to bring this back on home, making sure to leave plenty of room for future endeavors. Alright. We'll actually have the monorail run right by the haunted house. Spooky. Actually, I don't like that right there. I'd rather it run by the haunted house, but not actually go on the train. I might anger some of the ghosts. Alright, now we're going to turn there. Okay, well it looks like I can't really avoid doing that, but I can kind of weave it in and out so that I go right back to my original platform, or the end of my track there. Perfect. Okay. We'll be able to put an exit right there, and the entrance we'll put next to the Helter Skelter. Now the exit's right there, and let me go ahead and make sure that I can put an exit right there. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Now there's an exit. And just to make sure people don't do anything I don't want them to, I'm going to put up a sign that says no entry. But I am going to put a few puke barrels of the exit, so just in case anybody needs, and I'll put a bench there too, and just in time for the log flume. And we'll put the exit there, or entrance there, exit there, and entrance there, and exit there. Alright, now since these aren't going to get any initial business, what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of make these idle, meaning that you can only get on and off them. You can't really go anywhere, which isn't really productive. So what I might do is I might simply elect to go ahead and build all the way out here. There. Oh, no. Just one short. There we go. And I'll go ahead and build down from here too. Personally, I don't like to destroy trees when I don't have to in these games. Not really for any personal reason, just aesthetic. Oh, we need more cash. seems like I can open the ride now. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to a large monorail car. And I'm going to have 3 trains going around. But I'm going to wait for another train to leave the station. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in test mode. For that one. Test mode. Actually, we're going to need 4 cars for this to work. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to put 2 cars per monorail, and we're going to change that icky theme. I just don't like that. Let's see, what's a good color? I'm not a big fan of that, the green, like that type of green, but I don't really mind that. But I guess we could always just go with white, with gray for the tracks. And as for the monorails, we'll go with orange and white. Actually, we'll go with forest green and white. Or I'll continue to babble and we'll just go with blue and white. Now what we have is we have 4 monorail cars, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to open it up. So all 4 are at the first station. We're going to put it in testing mode and then open it back up. We're going to wait for the first monorail to get to the station. Alright, now we're going to test again. And now, by the time this monorail reaches it, we can test once more. And now, we'll have a monorail at each station. And we just click leave when another train reaches the station. So now what we have is that these trains will only leave when the next one arrives at the station. So, this one's going to stop right here. And even if it fills up to maximum capacity, it shouldn't take off until the next one arrives, which it doesn't seem to be working completely accurately. So we're going to see if we can't fix that. Now, of course, we're going to have to make the entrance quite fast. Alright. Well, that's very good. Now we have a basic transportation system set up. And now it should work so that none of these will take off until that one arrives. So this one's going to stay here, and it's not going to go until this one arrives. And let's see if it works. It seems to work, except this one. Alright, well, the log flume is actually quite a profitable ride, so we're going to go ahead and create that. Actually, first, we're going to hire handymen. Then we're going to hire a mechanic. Now, one thing that you have to make sure to do with these handymen is make sure they don't water the garden. Mainly just make sure they don't mow the grass. That's when they get distracted. They cannot be trusted. Alright, that'll be the area for this handyman. Create a new area for this little guy over here. Put the new handyman over here. Oh, I forgot to tell him not to mow the grass. There we go. And we're just going to click him and make sure he doesn't piddle his paycheck away mowing grass. Alright. Now it looks like we're going to have pretty much all of the main areas taken care of, and only with 6 handymen at the moment. That's actually pretty impressive. Alright, now of course we're going to want to, let's see, we're going to want to put some benches down here. And we're going to also want to put some trash cans, because these people cannot be trusted to pick up after themselves. They'll just throw it down. Wherever they're standing, just throw it down. Alright. Oh, there we go. I don't know why people are getting sick on the monorail, but apparently they are, so we'll put some trash cans there too. Okay, now for the log flume. Now personally, I don't really like to go with custom-made designs, so I think I'll build the log flume right here. Alright, now we'll have the first little hill here. And actually we'll just make this the same level as one level higher than the monorail, because that's always interesting to ride along another type of ride when you're going on these, or maybe not because it's too short. Okay, so we're not exactly going to do that. Now with log flumes, one thing that is, or at least personally, I always find fun, is going underground. Nothing funner than a nice little trip underground in a log flume. Concrete walls right beside you. Oh darn. Well, okay. Raise or lower land first, okay. Now we're going to put some concrete walls, unless we want some corrugated rusted steel, which I don't think we do. Alright. There we go. And we'll paint the walls around it. Alright, now we have it going up here and down one hill, up a second small hill, but going down an even larger second hill. Apologies, it's kind of late at night, for me at least. So we'll have to start to come back up here. Or we'll put it through one more nice little hill. There we go. Now let's turn off underground view. Okay. Now we have them coming all the way up here. And we'll have them travel for just a bit. And then we're going to have another very large hill. And now for the final hill. There we go. Alright, we have our path set. And we have our benches back in place. And just in case people get sick, we'll add a nice old pair of trash cans there. Alright, we're going to have 12 boats. Alright, I prefer my log flume boats to be a little bit more flumier. Wood color. Flumier is not a word. Alright, now let's test it. Alright, now we're going around the first bend. And this thing seems to be pretty slow, so we're just going to open it back up. And we'll go ahead and name this. The Colorado Logging Adventure. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and put a observation tower, as every theme park needs. And by doing this, we'll kind of isolate the people at the back of the park for some time. Alright, and 50 tall. Alright, now we have an interesting way for people to get a nice view of the area and figure out where they are and where some interesting rides are that they want to go visit. Now, while I doubt we'll actually need a line that long, might as well do it anyways. Alright. And we'll have a nice little path right here. There we go, just enabling everybody to walk back and forth if they want to. We'll even put a little pool in right here. Alright, that actually looks very nice. Larger lake area, except it requires a little bit more money than I have at the moment. And it also seems that in one of the areas the log flume's in the way, so we'll just hold off on that one. And then we'll, oh yes, I seem to have forgotten. My scary tree. looks nice right there. And what kind of fence should I add? I think I'm going to go with a more natural fence for the log flume here. And this will just pretty much do absolutely nothing but make my park look a little bit better, and possibly I'll get some form of award for it. I also suppose it could keep the guest from attempting to mess with the ride, but I doubt they'll do that anyways. Alright, well, the tower is operating now, as is the log flume, but we're going to make the tower a little bit more aesthetically appealing, because those color schemes are just horrid. Ugh. Alright. Not very in-depth with the naming, but regardless, I personally like it. Well, it seems that we've expanded our park already back about maybe about one third of the way. Yeah, I'd say we've took up about 1/3 of the park. Alright, let's find landscaping. Okay, well, I've spent $3,000 on landscaping this month. I don't think I need to spend any more. Now, we'll go ahead and build a nice little car track. Vroom vroom. And before I move on, I'm going to see what type of cars that I have, so that I can figure out what would be a good theme for it. I guess we're going to do race cars. And we're going to try to get these tracks so that they line up, so that they can pretend to race each other. Alright, I think that's enough right there. We'll add a little elevation at the end here. And we'll add an entrance and an exit. And now we have the sports car circuit. Now we have the Indy 400. And as far as the paint job goes, we're going to do a different color per car. But we are going to keep the same nose cone color, or whatever that is. The first one will be purple. The second one will be dark blue. The third one will be light green. The fourth one will be yellow. The fifth one will be orange. The sixth one will be red. The seventh one will be pink. And the eighth one will be white. The main color of the track will be asphalt color. And we'll make it white for the structure. or for the supports. Okay. Well, it seems we have a little handyman stuck. Oh, we have bumper cars available now. I gotta get on this. Oh, and it actually fit under there. I cannot believe that. And let's see if I can make a queue line there. I can. And it seems that I might need a extra mechanic. So I'll go ahead and put one down there. Wow, people really enjoy that ride. But do they enjoy it $3 enough? Oh, do they enjoy it enough to pay $3? Well, that didn't come out right at all. And we'll add a nice... This is what I was thinking of, actually. The Ferris wheel is the one that you can place the entrance to the front and back as well as to the sides. And we'll go ahead and put the Ferris wheel right there, so that people need a reason to venture back onto this back area, which is usually where you'll find the hoodlums and whatnot in an amusement park. Actually, I don't really know where you could find those. Who goes to an amusement park to vandalize things? Well, I guess some people do, because they have vandals on well, you have to have a reason for security guards, I guess. Alright, adding the lamps in a place where it never gets dark. We'll choose blue for that. And hence the name, I believe it may be time for a roller coaster. So we'll go ahead and start off with that. Alright, we'll go ahead and actually we'll start the we'll start the roller coaster off right here. Actually, no, we'll need to start it off right there. Alright. We'll make it 12 segments long. And from here, we'll go ahead and put a turn in. Actually, no, we need to put a larger turn in. And you'll see why in just a second. And we'll stop at 20. Actually, we'll borrow a little bit more money. Oh, well, I only have $5,000 to build this with then. But no worries. I believe I'll be able to get it done. Okay. Everything's going good so far. Let's see, it's going to be on the inside. Uh-oh. Actually, no, I didn't run into a problem. I don't believe. Well, I only have $787 to spend, so I'm going to go ahead and start trying to wrap this up. Oh, there's an on-ride photo section. We'll go ahead and put that right. Well, maybe we won't. Well, I guess we're just going to have to wait for a little bit of money to roll in before we start on our next ride. Well, we're steadily increasing profit, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be fast enough for me to actually do anything with this. Actually, what we'll do is we'll decrease funding. There we go. Well, these rides are pretty popular, so I'm probably going to increase the price to these. Well, some of these at least are popular. Such as the merry-go-round, I'm going to increase that price to $1.50. Increase Helter Skelter to $2. The bumper cars doesn't really seem very popular, but I can raise the Ferris wheel to $1.50. And the monorail, we'll raise the monorail to $1.50 as well. But again, it's not really a very substantial amount because it's still going to take quite a while to build up to my guest requirements, and I would like to have a roller coaster built before my park's up. We're just going to have to build this piece by piece now, but it shouldn't be too hard because we're somewhat close to the end of the route, or the end of the track. So we have, well, we're getting enough money to slowly start working our way back. And we're almost there. We only have 5 more, well, apparently we have 6 more pieces of track to lay. So we're going to go ahead and remove the observation tower and see if that doesn't give us enough money to work with. Almost. So we're going to go ahead and try to make this station platform as long as possible. Alright, we only have 2 more pieces to go. We're getting close to our first roller coaster. And again, I do hope I'm going to be able to get this done before October. But it seems like I'm going to be able to. I only have 1 more piece to go now. We're getting very close. 21st of September. Oh, and the station platform is too long. So let's go, oh, well, it's the maximum length, so I was actually finished quite a while ago. Well, now all we need to do is add the exit. Which again is posing just a bit of a problem. But don't worry, we'll have this up and running in no time. And now all we need is the queue line. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is 7 cars per train, 6 cars per train, 5. Okay, we're going to go with 7 cars per train, and we're going to go ahead and test it. We're going to set the price to $3.50 and the price for the photos to $2.50. Alright, the first train is going to be a purple train. The second train is going to be a blue train. The third train is going to be a green train. Dark green instead of light green this time. Alright, and now we know that it works all the way. Doesn't have any issue with crashing. And let's see what it was. High, high, and medium. Alright, that's very good. Now let's see how many people want to start riding it. Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to set this so that it waits in the station at least 15 seconds, and the maximum waiting time, it is 1 minute and 20 seconds, so 80 seconds divided by 3 is about 25 seconds. But we'll go with 22 seconds just to get them out of the station a little bit quicker. And we'll see what people are thinking about this. Alright, it's a really good value, so people don't really have to, I don't really have to worry about people being too afraid of it now. So I'm going to start a campaign for that particular ride. And I guess I'm not. I'm coming on to 525 guests, and it is the 7th of October. So just to make sure that I do succeed, we're going to prevent anyone from leaving for the last few months. Oh, never mind. I thought it was 600 guests in my park. It's 250 guests in my park. I'm at 541. Well, people, it looks like you'll be able to see your families again this month. Look at all those happy people getting off the ride. I truly believe they enjoyed it. Well, it seems that I'm building up a profit. That's always good. I don't really see anything else that I'm needing very badly, although I will start another advertising campaign for the roller coaster. Hopefully this will increase the amount of people that want to ride it. Alright. Actually, it may look like we'll get 600 guests before the game's limit is up. That'd actually be pretty impressive. And I forgot that we can actually start charging money to go into the park as well. So we'll go ahead and charge $15 for entry to the park. See if I can push that up to 25. I can. So this entire time I have been operating with a completely free park. That may not have been the best decision, but hey, at least the people enjoyed it. And that's what I'm all about. Making sure that people are happy, safe, and that nothing bad happens to them. Because I want all my parks to be safe, and the number one reason that I build my parks is around the safety and enjoyment of my guests. Guest 172 will be remembered. If I had the spooky attachment, I would bury him out here. No one would know. They would just assume it's a fake grave. I just realized that was that was probably like a plot to Twilight Zone. At least I could kind of see that. Amusement park owner goes mad and starts killing customers that are disgruntled and burying them in the graves of the haunted house. Or maybe it's a little bit too late and I'm rambling. Well, we've reached 603 guests. It's the 22nd of October. And I believe our park rating is, well, phenomenal. So, it's the 22nd. We'll see if we can't build the second roller coaster before our time limit's up. Alright. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Goes the track. Oh no, it doesn't look like I'll have enough money to finish the roller coaster. Well, I don't know, it's the 25th of October. We still have 6 more days. It might be feasible. Or it might be extremely implausible. Monorail 1 seems to break down a lot. I'm going to change the maintenance schedule to every 10 minutes. I believe I might continue the game until I actually get enough money to build this roller coaster, because I'm really wanting to build it. Alright, now here's the first hill. And we finished with the first hill. Getting around to the banked curved. Or the bank curve, I'm sorry. The bank curved. Alright. Albeit with a company value of negative $16,000. Well, it looks like ASMR Tycoon has completed Forest Frontiers, and I'm going to go ahead and keep playing for a little bit, although I realize that this is an hour-long recording. Alright, well, everything seems pretty nominal, so we'll see if we can't go ahead and finish up this roller coaster. $76. ROSEBUD. Oh, no, wrong game. Well, as you can see, even though the park size is relatively small, it would be somewhat difficult to actually fill the entire park up by time that the scenario is over. So this is one of the parks that, time-wise, compared to the amount of park you have to build with, it's nearly impossible to fill the entire park up unless you use just some method that's not exactly, you can't really cheat in the game, but still, this is one of the easiest levels I have found, which it is the first level, which does make sense that the first level would be the easiest. Well, looks like I'm probably going to be going on for about 5 more minutes, finishing this roller coaster. Mainly all I want to do is in this first level I wanted to get a side-by-side roller coaster. So there's actually settings in here, synchronized with adjacent stations. What I can do is I can set both of these to synchronize so that when one takes off the other does. And if you notice, so that they're going down the main hill at the same time, what I've done is I've added, we'll call this A train, and this one B train. A train goes around a larger curve the first time. B train goes around a smaller curve. Now that means that the distance B train has to travel to make a 180-degree turn is not much less, but it is less than B train or A train has to make. So B train is going to be ahead of A train right here. It would be about right here. Except when it gets to the top here, I have the same exact turns, except I have them switched on the opposite tracks. For that reason, what's going to happen is now A train, which is falling behind, has much less distance to go, or to travel, and B train, which is ahead, has much more distance to travel. So they should fall at this, or they should go down the hill at the same exact time. They should. I hope they do. Well, it looks like this was actually built correctly. And I'm not saying that as a bad way, I'm just saying usually I don't build, when I'm building double adjacent rides or even triple adjacent rides. I rarely build it correctly the first time. This time I didn't build them at the same time. Normal circumstances, you would build these, you'd start both of them at the same time, and then just work your way around it with this one. I just had to make do from kind of memory and knowledge of which tracks will intersect which grid spaces. And I still don't have enough. Come on people, ride my roller coasters. I need money to build you a new roller coaster. It's the circle of life. Just accept it. Oh, we now have a steel roller coaster available. Well, I'm almost there. Only a few more pieces of track. And by few, I mean approximately 22. But at least I have a nice line here. I might even get away with charging $5 for it. Yeah, no one's walking away, so they'll pay $5 for this roller coaster. With room for everybody. If you're wondering what that did, it just made all the supports invisible so that I could see a little bit better. Okay. And we're on the final stretch now. We're at 1 hour and 8 minutes, 1 hour and 9 minutes exactly on the dot. We're coming in. We only have one more curved piece to go and 4 straight pieces. Will he make it? $116, there we go. $44.88, only need just a little bit more. Come on, we're close to that entrance. We're close to that station end. Congratulations. If I could find the guest that finally pushed me over the limit I needed to make this, I would probably just drown him in the pool. There's not many other actions you can do with guest custom. But I would do it lovingly. Oh dear. Well, I'm getting fairly close to actually completely finishing it. And only need $12 more. There we go. Alright, we're going to test it out. Different colors per train. Alright, we have a green, blue, and if I remember correctly, the first one was purple, the second one was blue, and the third one was dark green. So we're going to do the same color schemes. And no, this one is not going to be free. Why would you say it's free? Okay, so that one. Now we're going to synchronize with adjacent. No. Yeah, we're going to synchronize this with adjacent stations. And we're going to synchronize this one now too. We're going to go at 18 and... Oh wait, what's happening? No. You're supposed to synchronize the stations. Well, we'll see if this gets to working. Oh. Well, that might be one reason, is because it wasn't open. Alright, now let's see if it synchronizes them now. Now, the way it should be going is in a method that has both the same colored trains racing each other. Helter-skelters, but how does a slide break down? I'm interested to see what exactly went wrong with it. Safety cut out. Okay, yeah, because all the moving machinery and parts of a slide, you better watch out for that. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and 1822 and 1822, and there we go. Now they're both leaving out at the same time, and if you remember what I said, A train is going a little bit farther, so it's coming a little bit behind B train. Up here, the opposite should happen, so they should go down at the same time, and let's see if that works. If it doesn't, I can always tweak the chain speed as well. And it looks like I need to tweak the chain speed, which I don't seem to be able to do in this. Well, anyways, it's close. It's close enough. Well, that's my park. I'm glad if you stayed along this entire time, you've watched me go through this. I kind of hate that I didn't get this section back here developed, but I don't really mind. I do have the main roller coaster with adjacent stations running, and overall the park seems like a pretty nice organized park. Has a single loop around, meaning that an area where they can walk continuously around in a circle, and it circles the log flume. You have the nice mansion on the hill, haunted house on the hill. You have your thrill rides together. You have your gentle rides together, car ride, and you have the monorail transportation. Ferris wheel thrown in a random part in the spot in the park. Wow. Well, anyways, I do hope you've enjoyed watching. This has been ASMR Tycoon, and have a great night.